and I use as a framework to try to, work through this, Simon Sinek's Start With Why. So it was a book that he wrote, probably a decade ago now, more geared towards business leaders in the corporate world than it is to coaches, obviously. But it's very relevant to the way in which we look at problems. So from, what he's basically talking about in the book, and he calls this the golden circle, is the best corporations, the best businesses, the best business leaders, they start with why they exist. Why does the business exist? Why do they exist as leaders of this business? And they work outwards from there, and eventually they get to what they actually do. Where less successful businesses, they do the opposite. They start with what, and they go, and they try to figure out their why as they go. Where the best ones, they start with a why, and eventually they'll figure out what it is. And that could be quite fluid, actually. Now, in sport, it's the same thing. It's if we've got an issue, that's the what. That doesn't tell us anything about why that issue is there. We first and foremost need to understand why. Why is that an issue? Why do we want to make this mechanical change? And even prior to this, we have to work back and first ask, who? Who is the athlete that we are trying to affect this change upon? Why are we trying to do it? How are we going to go about doing that? Using what means? And that could be drills. Maybe not necessarily so, but it could be. But we start with this: who, why, how, and then the